G'day guys and gal, Erebus is by far the most hated character in all of 40k lore. He is just straight up evil and actively does things to piss off pretty much every other character as well as us readers. There's almost like a quota the writers are trying to hit on how hated they can make this guy, as he spends all of his time being an insufferable, condescending, arrogant prick while simultaneously killing as many fan favorite characters as he can get his hands on. But unless you've read a fair bit of lore, there's a chance you don't even know half the evil shit he has done, so let's rectify that. After all, the vast majority of current problems within 40k can be traced back to this little bold kitty fiddler. Before we get started, health is something I'm pretty keen on. My logic is that the healthier I am, the harder I can party. So doing anything to compromise my health unnecessarily is a huge no-no. So I've partnered up with Fume today to show you an awesome, versatile product that can help you break some of those horrific health habits. Fume is a flavored air device that works by putting a flavored charge into it and then just sucking down some yummy air. No chemicals, no nasty stuff. On top of that, it also acts as a nifty fiddle device to help you fidget your way into a healthier lifestyle. Fume recently sent me their Solano model, which comes with a walnut barrel and an onyx black mouthpiece for maximum aesthetics. As for flavors, there are a lot to choose from, including crisp mint, orange vanilla, sparkling grapefruit, lemon raspberry, and more. Crisp mint is my personal favorite because it gives me that blast of fresh minty air. So to suck on something fun or help break a shocking habit, then go to tryfume.com/majorkill or scan the QR code on screen or use code Majorkill for 10% off your journey pack, which comes with a Fume device and a bunch of different flavors. Cheers to Fume for sponsoring this video. Today we'll go over all the evil things Erebus has done to show off why he truly is the biggest piece of shit in 40k. Then to help soothe the rage this video may induce in you, we'll then discuss the times where Erebus has had his comeuppance, usually in the form of him getting hurt and humiliated. Let's get into it. Erebus was just born evil apparently. He had no compelling tragedy or twisted destiny that he was forced to follow. Like, the dude's real name isn't even Erebus, he stole that name off some kid he killed. That kid was a pious and beloved person and was becoming a priest, the most prestigious role in cultures, so Erebus just stole all of that and took his place. He even remembers and enjoys the memory of him killing that kid 10,000 years later, the squeals as he died. The best part is that Erebus didn't necessarily kill him out of some kind of ambition to climb the ladder by skipping the queue. He was a Weasley little bitch that nearly got killed by a scorpion, and he hated that his mum told him that he should be more like Erebus. You'll notice Erebus does bad shit time and time again for petty reasons, but then pretends it was a part of some higher game or calling. Using his stolen rank, he was able to be eligible to become a space marine when the Emperor arrived. Then using his incredible manipulation skills, he was able to become a close advisor to Lorgar himself. Erebus's fall to chaos wasn't even compelling at all. He just saw a cracked mirror once and was like, "Cowabunga it is!" With a bit of a tickle from the Chaos Gods and his single-minded intention to ruin everything, Erebus became quite a revered and respected warrior. He was considered to be one of the best fighters in the Wordbearer's Legion, as well as the most zealous, earning him the rank of First Chaplain. As First Chaplain, he would travel from legion to legion, secretly establishing warrior lodges in all legions that he could. The warrior lodges were supposed to be places where warriors of all ranks could meet and speak as equals, bringing their legion closer together. But in truth, it was a place where warriors would be slowly and subtly brought over to the traitor's cause, making them obsessed with the fact that they were warriors and that Horus was the ultimate warrior, not the Emperor who had ditched the Great Crusade. When Lorgar was humiliated by the Emperor on Monarchia for his dogshit compliance record, his belief in the Emperor was shattered. He was vulnerable and desperate. From that desperation, the whispers of Erebus and Corpheron poisoned Lorgar and made him seek out the Chaos Gods, eventually resulting in the corruption of he and his legion. So yes, Erebus was mostly responsible for the Wordbearer's fall to chaos, which would be the first domino to fall. To then turn Horus to chaos, Erebus travelled with the Lunar Wolves to the Interex, an advanced civilization of peaceful humans living in harmony with Xenos. Horus wanted to be a diplomatic man. He was sick of all the war and genocide, so he wanted to overlook the Xeno situation. The discussions were going slowly but reasonably well, as the Interex wasn't sure if Horus was an agent of chaos or not. See, they knew about chaos after being told by the Elder, but they didn't know enough to be able to figure it out quickly. However, as the Interex was just about to trust Horus and his legion, Erebus broke into the Interex's weapon museum and stole a chaos dagger called the Athame. Only an agent of chaos would do this, hence the Interex saw Horus as a demon and attacked, causing the two sides to fight and the Interex to get crushed. So there you go, Erebus ruined a genuinely fantastic opportunity for the Imperium to move away from genocide and into a more enlightened, peaceful time. Erebus then went to Davin and gave the blade to Eugen Temper, a good friend of Horus, who was then corrupted by chaos, which in turn corrupted the entire moon of Davin. Erebus then told Horus that Davin was now traitorous, so Horus quickly went there as he was furious that a planet that he put into compliance would turn its back attack on him. Horus fought through the Chaos corruption and confronted the heavily corrupted Temba. They fought, with Horus winning but being surprised at Yugen's speed, as Yugen was able to land a single non-fatal hit. However, that's all that was needed, as the Chaos Knife's poison began killing Horus, just as Erebus had planned. With Horus on the brink of death, in a chaos-fueled delirium, Erebus was able to convince the Lunar Wolves to allow him to take Horus to the Serpent Lodge on Davin for healing. In their desperation, most of the Lunar Wolves agreed, but it was not healing to be found, merely corruption. With Horus isolated, Erebus was able to complete a ritual which put him in Horus's mind and allowed him to manipulate him into joining Chaos. The dickhead even took the form of Sejanus, one of Horus's favourite sons who tragically died. This was enough to allow Horus to fall to Chaos, kicking off the Horus Heresy. Erebus would go on to have a hand in the most despicable parts of the heresy, because of course he did. He was one of the masterminds of the Isstvan III betrayal, where the traitors deployed the loyalist elements of their legions on Isstvan and then virus bombed them. Then of course Erebus would be involved with the betrayal of Calth, one of the greatest atrocities ever committed, where the Wordbearers came to the Ultramarines in the guise of allies before then bombing them and overloading their sun, turning the verdant world of Calth into an irradiated wasteland. I guess the one good thing about Calth is how awesome it made the Ultramarines. If you think Ultramarines are lame, fucking read No No Fear as well as the Calth short stories, and holy shit, they are so fucking awesome. However, this mega Calth atrocity was just the entree to Erebus's dickheadiness. Man, I really miss being able to say the C word on YouTube. Likeable traitor marines are in short supply. Most of them are just B-tier comic villains that are just evil because evil is fun. A very select few have interesting, compelling motivations. Argul Tal was at the top of this list. He was a half-demon warrior who hated that the heresy was necessary, and he hated that chaos existed. But he believed that the truth was important above everything else, and the truth was that gods are real. Argul was also the only thing keeping Khan likable, as the two shared a bromance that kept them both grounded. Argul was destined to die on Terra during the duel with Sanguinius, and he thought that was cool, so he was content with that. However, instead, after a hard-fought battle, Argul speaks with Erebus, who used to be his old mentor. During the convo, Erebus just randomly shanks Argul in the back with a magic knife and kills him. That's it. The best Chaos character dies to a backstab from fucking Erebus. God damn it, dude. Erebus claimed that he had to do this to make sure Khan became the chosen of Khorne and racked up a high kill count, but like, he was doing that anyway. In truth, I believe he did it because Argul was Lorgar's favourite and he was jealous. Either way, Lorgar was sick of Erebus by this point and banished him from his presence. Like, Erebus was originally sent to Calth to die, and Lorgar wasn't super stoked he survived. Not done being a treacherous bitch, Erebus travelled to Cygnus Prime to prepare a trap for the Blood Angels. Horus explicitly tells his servants that Sanguinius will never fall to Chaos and he must be killed. However, Erebus and Chaos still think they can corrupt him, so they try this really spicy ritual to try corrupt the Legion. However, Sanguinius and his sons overcome it and win the Battle of Cygnus Prime. If they had instead been trying to kill Sangi, not corrupt him, they probably could have managed it. Horus would go on to banish and severely punish Erebus for this, but I'll get to that after we finish with all of Erebus's bullshit. During the Siege of Terra, Erebus would seek out Erda, the perpetual mother of the Primarchs. He told her to worship him in Chaos, so she called him a weird little man that can go shove his athame up his ass. He got mad and he summoned 4 greater demons to kill her, so she killed them instead. However, this weakened her greatly. She then spat in his face before he stabbed her to death with the athame. This one was grim as it showed just how deluded and petty Erebus was. He sought out Erda for no other reason than his ego. He wanted her to serve him like she served the Emperor, thus he wanted to act like he was the master of mankind. Next, he then tracked down our merry band of heroes such as Alanus Persson, John Grammaticus, Leto and their friends, whom they had saved from Calth and had been adventuring with. Erebus killed all of their friends, with only John, Ol and Leto surviving. Fortunately, a witch was able to drop a wall on Erebus, which allowed the group, or what was left of it, to escape. Erebus survived, and he wasn't done though. When the Emperor killed Horus, Garviel Loken, the literal protagonist of the Horus Heresy, the first character we get introduced to, stays by Horus's corpse. After all, it was Horus's love of Loken that allowed him to be killed by the Emperor. Abaddon even says to Loken that he may leave in peace or stay with them. Either way, he would be spared. Then Erebus, out of fucking nowhere, goes behind Loken and shanks him with a knife in the back, killing him. Dude, are you fucking serious? Erebus tries to be like, blah bloods, active treachery will echo through the warp and create Samus, which is like 40k Lucifer, so it's meaningful. No shithead, you just have to get in one little last bit of screen time to sate your main character syndrome. Since the end of the heresy, Erebus hasn't been super active, popping up here and there to be a pest and causing mass suffering, but his purpose has come and gone, so the Chaos Gods don't really care about him much anymore. Now for some sweet comeuppance. When Erebus killed Argul, Lorgar told Khan about it and where he could find the first chaplain. Khan then challenges Erebus to an honor duel to the death in front of their legions after Erebus had already been honor dueling other world eaters. Erebus accepted and was immediately outclassed and shocked. Khan was not playing around. He fucked up Erebus really hard. Honestly, a quadriplegic fighting Khabib would have looked more balanced than this. As Khan went for the killing blow, Erebus did the most cowardly thing a Space Marine has ever done. He teleported away to safety during an honor duel. This is a massive no-no and forever tainted Erebus in the eyes of all. Another fun scene was when Erebus was confronted by Horus for his failure at Cygnus Prime. Horus said, "I'm going to cut your face off. If you resist or scream, you will die." So Erebus had to sit there as Horus brutally cut and tore his face off, a wound that took quite a while to heal from. Everyone hated Erebus, his own Primarch, the War Master, everyone. Yet he still saw himself as the true king of chaos, the chosen one. Dude called himself the Hand of Destiny, yet even the Chaos Gods no longer care for him. As soon as Horus fell to corruption, they turn their attention elsewhere, meaning Erebus is just this deluded fool whose death is very, very overdue. Perhaps during Corvus's return will we finally get justice. If you enjoyed the video and you want to support the channel, then subscribe. We've got some solid ground to cover to get to 600k, which will then result in a few fun surprises. Join the Discord for more memes and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.